Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 3-0 victory at home against Hearts in the Premiership tonight. Looking for a reaction after Sunday, quite obviously. This was always a potential to be a banana skin, but we dealt with it very comfortably and very well. Quite impressed with the reaction from the players tonight, I have to say. They all stepped up to the mark and they all played their part tonight. Can't have any complaints whatsoever, and I felt they were brilliant. Hearts weren't up to much, to be quite honest with you. I don't know what they were playing at. I think they set up initially with what looked like a 5 at the back, but we just broke them down pretty easily. Granted, again, we never put their keeper under too much pressure, but from minute one today we just, were all over them, and Hearts really had nothing in it. They had a couple of minor chances, maybe one kind of unlucky chance towards the end of the second half when we were already 3-0 up, but that was from a mistake from Morrow, mind you, again. But yeah, professional performance, and we got the reaction we were after. And it just goes to show you with some of these players, why can't they do it every time? Because there's a few players in that team tonight that have been playing all season and they blow hot and cold, which is my issue with a lot of them, even though their stats say otherwise. But a few changes tonight as well. McCrory was left on the bench for this one. Davis came back in. Obviously, Morelos was suspended, so Defoe came in. And as I said, from minute one, we were just all over Hearts. There was only one team in it all game. We never looked like conceding, and there was only one team that looked like they were going to score. Defoe had the ball in the back of the net in the first minute. However, he was ruled offside. Jack had nipped in to rob the defender off the ball right on the edge of the box. The ball passed to Defoe, however Defoe had drifted slightly offside, so unlucky there. But we did score our first goal in the 15th minute, and it was Jermaine Defoe getting his goal. Kamara to Arfield on the right hand side, great ball to Tavernier on the right hand side of the box by Arfield. Tavernier tried to cross, I think it flicked up off the keeper or the defender's boot, right into the path of Defoe, who volleys it into the back of the net from about 7 yards. Great all round goal, well done. And then quickly after, on the 20th minute, Goldson put us 2-0 up. It was a lovely weighted free kick into the box by Tavernier. Goldson nips in there with a header in front of the defender and puts it into the back of net. So really comfortable. Really, we had a couple other chances. Hearts had a chance, a header, a comfortable save by McGregor shortly after we scored our second. But again, it was all comfortable. There was no really any edge to it. We had a couple other chances as well, nothing clear cut. But we're keeping up the pressure, and we're 2-0 at this point. So it was, we got the second goal, which a lot of the time this season we've struggled to get. So that taking the pressure off us straight away. Into half time, really can't argue with that at all. Obviously, playing with playing a high press, playing the high tempo, not letting Hearts have any chances on the ball, and within 2 minutes we had put ourselves 3-0 up with Scott Arfield scoring. It was a quick break down the right hand side with Tavernier playing a great cross, Defoe jumping up and shooting with his, I don't know if it was his thigh or his foot, but it forced a great save from the keeper, but it spilled right into the path of Arfield, who had kept his run going into the box and shoots it into the back of the net. Great all-round goal again. And this is the thing with I've been critical of Tavernier for his deliveries, but tonight it was outstanding. Just about every single ball went to their man, or really nearly thereabouts. I thought Tavernier was great tonight. He didn't have really anything to do defensively tonight, so that's maybe been part of it. Now, you might have been forgiven the fact that Tavernier's played a lot of games, and this is why he's starting to wane at the end of the season, but again, he played brilliantly tonight. So maybe it's that whole issue of he's got too much work to do, having his defensive duties and also getting forward. Maybe he needs to stay up front. Maybe he needs to be a bit more of a winger rather than a wing back. Maybe that's the issue. But I've never doubted the fact that he can be great. It's just I've always said he blows hot and cold. But again tonight he was on form tonight. A few other players as well were on form. Davis got man of the match, quite rightly so. He was brilliant. Defoe, quite obviously, he was brilliant getting the goal. He could have had a couple of others as well. Flanagan never really put a foot wrong. Worrell, apart from his blatant mistake by another stupid pass out from defence, allowing Hearts to nip in towards the end of the game, he was pretty solid. However, our defence really had nothing to do all night, so That obviously sets us up on Sunday against Motherwell. That's a 12:30 kickoff. Dave, the jammy sod, is still in Tenerife for that game, I think. So it'll be me watching the game here, and I'll be back with another post-match pod afterwards. So you may have been able to tell that I've got the cold, so I am going to go now before my nose blocks up completely and I'm not able to breathe. So thanks for listening and goodbye.